Since the sport is called skiing, you might think the ski is the most important part. Yet an overlooked part of the equipment equation are the ski boots. It's our feet buckled inside our boots that are in charge of how we initiate our turns while skiing. So if you're finding yourself sliding your turns or not carving your skis the way you really want to, your first look should be to your ski boots. Your foot is what talks to and drives your ski, but it has to make the boot move to relay the message. So how well you buckle your ski boots has a huge impact over how much control you will have over the steering and carving of your skis. So let's go over how to buckle them up. First, start with a good pair of ski socks. Regular socks may keep your feet warm, but they will start to slouch, creating creases and uncomfortable pressure points as they slip down to your ankles inside your ski boots. So invest in a good pair of tall ski socks. These are designed to wick perspiration from your feet and often have a tapered collar around the ankle to remove the problem of bunched material you would have with normal socks. And the heel, toe, and shin areas are often padded for extra comfort. Wet socks and boots make it hard to slide your foot in and are a recipe for cold feet. So be sure to dry out your boots each night and wear clean, dry socks so you can slide your foot in with less friction. And don't leave your ski boots in your car overnight. When ski boots get cold, the plastic shells become rigid and hard to open up and manipulate. Room temperature boots are easier to put on because the plastic shell is warm and supple. But if gearing up inside isn't an option, be sure to keep your boots warm on the drive to the ski hill so the shells stay pliable. To start, fully open the power strap and all of the buckles. Watch out for those sneaky buckles that sometimes relatch themselves when you aren't looking. If your boots seem super tight to put on, that might be your problem. Grab hold of the liner loop and pull up as you step down with your heel into the boot. If your boots are super snug, you can try opening up the plastic sleeves to make more room to slide your foot in. Next, firmly kick your heel to the back of the heel pocket in the liner. Remove your snow pants and base layer from inside the boot so you don't have extra fabric in there creating pressure points in the cuff when your boots are buckled up. Ensure the tongue of your boot is lined up straight against your shin and the plastic sleeves are properly overlapped. Although there is no right order of which buckles to do up first, it helps to understand which ones are important and why, so you know how much tension to give to each. The buckle above your ankle is the most important one because it holds your heel down in the back of the boot. And since your ankles are the first part of your foot to roll the ski on edge, it must stay secure. So latch this buckle snug tight so there is minimal heel lift. The second most important buckle is the top one. You want this buckle snug around your lower leg. The ability to maintain forward shin pressure on the tongue of your boot helps keep you balanced over your skis. So if your foot and lower leg have too much room to slop around inside the boot, this is too loose. Think of the tongue of the boot as like your car's accelerator pedal. You have to press your foot on the gas to make the car accelerate. If you don't have contact with that gas pedal, you just can't drive your skis. You'll be sitting in the back seat and you won't be in charge of where your skis will go. But do not attempt to buckle your boots straight to their tightest level. Just start on an easy rung of the buckle ladder and work your way tighter. As the shell snugs up with each buckle, it takes less effort to make the boot tighter. Your arch and toe buckles are merely for lateral support. Just do them up so you can still wiggle your toes, but not so tight that you hurt the arch of your foot or cut off circulation and put them to sleep. Go ahead and flex forward in the boot a few times to make sure your heel is still at the back of the boot. Your boot should flex at the ankle, your heel shouldn't rise up, and your toes should not be jammed in the front. Tighten up your top buckles a little more if need be. If you find a buckle is too loose on one rung but too hard to do up on the next rung, your buckles have micro adjustments. Twisting the buckle clockwise increases tension and counterclockwise decreases tension. A few twists and your buckle will now be set to your personal needs. Finally, do up your power strap. You can do it up over the shell of the boot at the end, or you can do it up at the beginning over the inner liner. Just be sure to keep it snug so your shin is in contact with the boot. Remember that ski boots serve as function before fashion. Buckling your ski boots to the proper tension in the right places over your ankles and shins will mean you have a snug fit and better control over your skis. Your ankles and shins will get an immediate reaction from the ski to roll and edge once your boots are done up properly. So now that you've learned the how and the why, I hope you can get out on the slopes and feel your new buckle setup get a quicker and better reaction from your skis in the turn. Enjoy the ride.